Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope everyone is doing well. If you haven't yet subscribed, please make sure that you click that subscribe button. Got lots more videos on the way and also some events inbound too, so please all stay tuned for that. But in today's video, it's kind of touching on a very similar topic that I did last week. So last week I uploaded a video about BBR models, about them re-releasing some of their old resin models in Diecast. That video has got quite a few comments, quite a few views, and it's kind of divided opinions a little bit about what BBR has done. I'll touch on that video, and if you haven't yet seen it, I'll leave a link in the description for that video for you guys to go and check it out. But in today's video, we'll be touching on that, but also bringing in BBR's counterpart, I think, MR collection models, also based in Italy. They also make high-end, very expensive resin model cars. So we'll be touching on them and going back to BBR. But the story first started a couple of weeks ago when I got an email from BBR about this particular model car that I bought in 2017 for around €300 at the time. Now this is a limited edition LaFerrari Aperta finished in metallic white. BBR only made 36 examples of this car in this colour, and this one is number 7 out of 36. Last week I got an email from BBR saying that they're going to make a die-cast version of this exact car in this exact spec, which led me to do the video last week about BBR re-releasing their resin models in die-cast and what collectors think of that. For me, I'm a little bit on the fence about it. I think once you've released the model, regardless if it's die-cast or resin, you shouldn't make it again in exactly the same colour or spec. Some collectors were on the fence about this. I think some collectors said it was a good thing that people weren't then selling on their models for 3 or 4 times what they paid for it. Also gives collectors a good opportunity to buy models that they missed out on 5, 6, 7 years ago. And I can also see BBR's point of view as well. They're re-releasing, they're making very desirable, easy to sell models in die-cast form. So they'll make money out of it as well. And they probably will do, because their models are, their die-cast models are around €420. So if you wanted to buy this car in die-cast from BBR with the plexiglass display case, it will set you back around €420, which again is a lot of money. It's €120 more than I paid for the resin model in 2017. So prices are going up, and I think they will continue to do so over the next couple of years. And whether resin is the future for BBR and MR collection models, I'm not too sure. I think collectors are shying away now from kind of high-end, very expensive, bespoke resin models, and they're kind of opting for die-cast models, and that is what's led BBR to start making more die-cast models. They've made it not just with the LaFerrari Aperta now, but with the F12 TDF, a few other cars as well. And I believe that they will start to re-release most of their models that they've made before in die-cast form over the next couple of years. That's just a matter of time, and that's just my opinion on it. I'm not sure whether I agree with them. I think if they wanted to make die-cast models, no problem, but don't re-release the models that you've made 3 or 4 years ago. Focus on the new models like the new Ferrari SF90 XX Stradale, make that in resin, make that in die-cast, and then give collectors the choice to pick between the two, rather than kind of re-releasing the old run of models and making resin and die-cast versions of them. So I agree with BBR, but maybe not exactly what they're doing at the moment. And I think it will just cotton on to MR collection models too. So MR place themselves, I think, slightly above BBR in terms of pricing at the moment and exclusivity. So some of their models, like the 488 Pista and some other models, are limited to 49 or maybe maximum around 99 pieces. I think the kind of exception to that is the L'Avance Noir, which was around 399 pieces. But they make very exclusive, very low run, high-end, expensive models. So where BBR hovers around the kind of €300-400 price range, I would say most MR collection models start at around €400, and then they kind of go all the way up. I've seen some nearly as much as €1,000 for a 1/18 scale resin model car. MR yet hasn't made a diecast model as of yet. Now, I think personally that will change very, very soon. I think they will start to make diecast models. I'm not sure whether they'll follow BBR in re-releasing some models in diecast form, but I definitely think kind of moving forward, as I say, with the new SF90X Stradale, I think BBR will definitely make that in resin and diecast, and I think MR Collections will definitely follow in their footsteps. Again, they are competitors, so I think it's just a matter of time until we start seeing diecast models from MR Collection models too. But I'm leaning on the fence. I think it'll be quite good to do a comparison video between two identical specs of the resin LaFerrari Aperta and then also the diecast version as well, just to see the difference between the two. Now, in last week's video, a couple of collectors did say that the diecast versions are exceptional. They are kind of all to our signature level of detail in terms of the engine bays and the opening parts, which is an amazing thing because they are exceptional. So I am leaning on the fence towards maybe buying one and just doing a comparison video between the two. But again, you know, they are a lot of money, and I am still thinking about it at this moment. But I think if BBR start to re-release kind of their Zondas, their Huayras, some of their old models in diecast forms, then I'd probably shy off BBR as a whole completely. I think at the time in 2017, 2018, when I was buying these resin model cars, I think they should have given us the option saying that we will re-release this in diecast, you know, next year or in a couple of years' time, just to let collectors know what their plans are. Because, you know, as far as I was aware to believe, this was a 36 model piece. That's it in this color. You know, if you missed out in 2017, then almost kind of tough, I think. But, you know, they're giving collectors now that second chance to buy these models, which I see the positives, but then I also see the negatives for collectors who already have them. What will that do to the market? So on and so forth. I'm not too sure. But as I say, it's only a matter of time till MR collection models follow in BBR footsteps. And I'll be very interested to see what the future holds. I think as a whole, resin is completely dying out. I don't think there'll be a company that just focuses on resin model cars. Collectors are looking for their next diecast models. I think diecast is always going to be more desirable than resin, definitely more collectible, and definitely a bit more higher in demand now that we're seeing that switch that was, you know, predominantly from only resin manufacturers now making diecast models. It kind of speaks for itself in terms of that. But again, I'm very curious to hear what you guys think. I know this is a very controversial topic and gets a lot of comments like the video last week. But again, I'd love to hear from all you guys, positive or negative. Let me know what you think. It's always important to comment on the videos, and I always get back to pretty much every single comment on the channel. So please feel free to let me know any suggestions. Let me know as well. But please please subscribe. I've got lots more videos to come soon, as I say, with some events inbound. But I look forward to seeing all of you guys very, very soon for lots more videos to come. Cheers. Bye.